Okay, so you're planning a Disneyland trip, which is awesome. But let's be real. Picking the right hotel can feel like a total mission, right? Well, that's what we're here for. Welcome to Disneyland Hotel Diaries. Today, we're going to make that decision way easier by diving deep into one of the most talked about spots right outside the park.
Yep, we are talking about the Hotel Lulu. It's got that cool, modern look, and its location, I mean, come on, it's a top contender for sure. But here's the big question. Is it really the perfect home base for your Disney trip? We've gone through like over 1,000 guest reviews to get you the real scoop, the good, the bad, all of it.
So here's how we're going to break it all down for you. First up, we're tackling location. You know, the all-important walkability factor. Then we'll take a peek inside the rooms. After that, it's time for the perks versus the quirks. Every hotel has them. And we'll wrap it all up with our final verdict and some pro tips to help you figure out if this is the place for you.
All right, let's get into it. First things first, what's the vibe here? What does it actually feel like the second you step inside?
Okay, so when you look at what people are saying, two words keep popping up: charming and whimsical. And you can totally see why with details like this awesome mural, right? It's clearly going for that fun, almost boutique-y feel. A nice little escape after a marathon day in the parks. But vibes are one thing. Do the actual numbers back it up?
Well, take a look at this. The big picture? It's really positive. We're talking more than 1,300 reviews here, and a massive chunk of them, over 800, rated their stay as excellent. I mean, that's a pretty fantastic start, no question about it.
But let's dig a little deeper, because the details tell a story. You can see right away where this place absolutely shines. Location gets a monster 4.7 out of 5, and service is right on its heels at 4.6. I mean, those are killer scores. But see how value and rooms are trailing a bit? There's a reason for that, and we're about to get into it.
So let's start with the number one reason people book this place. Its highest rated feature, and for any Disney trip, this is everything. Location, location, location.
And this number right here, this is the magic number. A 10 to 15 minute walk. That's it. That's the distance between your hotel room and the main gate of Disneyland. Think about that for a second. That is a total game changer. No waiting for shuttles, no paying for parking twice. You can just pop back for a nap or a quick dip in the pool whenever you want. So good.
And it gets even better. The great location isn't just about the park. You're super close to the convention center too. But here's the real pro tip, the one people kept mentioning in reviews. The hotel is literally next door to the Toy Story parking lot. Why does that matter? Because you can hop on their shuttle and go through their security line, which can be a huge time saver. Plus, with the walk score of 82, you're surrounded by places to eat and shop. You're right in the middle of the action.
Okay, so, location. Absolute slam dunk. No debate there. But what about the rooms themselves? The place you're actually going to crash after a 12-hour day of walking? Let's take a look.
For a lot of people, the experience is exactly like this quote: cute, clean, and comfortable. People really rave about the beds, saying they're super comfy, which, let's be honest, is probably the most important thing after you've walked 10 miles around the parks.
But this is where things get a little complicated. Our analysis of all those reviews flags something we're calling mixed cleanliness. It's a real pattern. It seems like for every person who says their room was spotless, there's someone else who ran into some pretty big issues.
And these two photos tell that story perfectly. On the left, you've got the dream, right? The clean, cute room you booked. That's the expectation. But on the right, well, that's a photo someone actually took of their grimy AC unit. It's the perfect example of that disconnect. The reality for some guests just doesn't match the promise.
And it's not always just inside the rooms. This photo was from a guest who said this mess by the elevators just sat there for their entire trip. So the big takeaway here is pretty clear. A lot of people have a perfectly clean stay, but there's a definite gamble. You might run into some housekeeping problems.
All right, so let's be fair. Every single hotel has its good points and its not so good points. So to give you the full picture, let's break down the best parts of staying at Hotel Lulu, we'll call them the perks, and then look at the stuff people complain about, the quirks. First up, the perks. The staff gets so much praise. People say they're super friendly and genuinely helpful. And get this, a complimentary cocktail when you check in? Yes, please. Such a nice touch. Families love the pool area, which has games like cornhole. And that early bag check? Seriously, it's a lifesaver for skipping those crazy morning security lines at the park. Okay, now for the quirks.
That parking fee is steep, and it's a really common complaint. Then there's the noise. Some guests say the walls are paper thin, and you can hear a lot of traffic. Also, a big one, no free breakfast, which is kind of a surprise for a Best Western. And lately, people have been mentioning that there are renovations going on, which can be disruptive.
Hey, real quick, if you're getting some good info out of this, could you do us a huge favor and hit that like and subscribe button? It really helps us out and tells us you want to see more deep dives just like this one. Thanks a bunch.
Okay, so let's pull all of this together. We've talked about the fun vibe, that killer location, the kind of hit-or-miss rooms, and all the perks and quirks. So, what's the bottom line? Is Hotel Lulu the right choice for your trip?
Let's get right to it. Who is this hotel actually for? Because honestly, it's not going to be for everyone. But for the right kind of traveler, it could be an absolutely perfect fit. So this hotel is probably perfect for you if location is your #1 absolute can't live without it priority. It's also great if you're a family that's actually going to hang out and use that fun pool area. It's a fantastic choice if you really appreciate friendly, welcoming service. And this is a big one. It's for you if you're okay with budgeting for those extra fees and you're not a super light sleeper who's bothered by a little bit of noise.
And hey, if you decide to go for it, we've got 3 pro tips straight from the reviews to make your stay better. Number 1, use that early bag check. Seriously, one person called skipping the main security line a huge win. Number 2, know your costs going in. Actually add the price of parking and buying breakfast for your whole family to your budget so you're not surprised. And 3, if you're a light sleeper, make sure to ask for a quiet room, specifically one that's away from the street and the elevators.
So really, it all boils down to this one question. You're getting that incredible, can't-be-beat location and a really fun vibe. The question is that worth the trade-off? Is it worth the extra fees and the gamble you might be taking on noise and cleanliness?
In the end, it really just comes down to what you prioritize for your trip. There's no right or wrong answer. We really hope this deep dive helps you decide if Hotel Lulu's is going to be the key to unlocking your perfect Disney vacation. Thanks so much for watching.